Welcome to Home of Politics. Please continue subscribing, sharing your ideas, comment, and also don't forget to turn on the notification button so that when I do more videos, you remain updated. My good people, there is a problem in Kenya whereby when one leader is tough, fighting something that it has been a habit reoccurring every time, then it becomes a problem. And for this case, I'm talking about the issue of Mambo ni Matatu, the phrase that our president William Samoei Ruto just came up with within few weeks after his operation of tackling corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, we know very well that this phrase of Mambo ni Matatu originated the time when President William Samoei Ruto and his leaders in government visited the Western region for 5 days, launched various projects, and they vowed to fight corruption in Kenya. This came because there was a problem with the scandals of sugar companies whereby individuals who are investors and great businessmen in Kenya, that one is the company of Rai Jaswant, Sain, and other people were involved in corruption issues. And here we find that these people were taken to court and their prosecution is still ongoing because they were involved in various scandals during the former regime. Ladies and gentlemen, after this phrase was just put across, the public came with varied reactions. Some of the people were supporting the president because he was very strict in the way he is trying to investigate and fight the corruption disease that is affecting our nation. The other percentage of people are against it because they have been seeing it in another dimension, because they say the president is posing threats to Kenyans and to investors at large, and it is not a good thing. For my case and my analysis, I will not measure on the side where people have been supporting the president or the positive reaction that have been given by the public, but I will measure my analysis on the negative side of the phrase, whereby some people have gone to the extent of criticizing the president on his move to fight corruption. I don't know who is right here, because for every reason somebody is giving out, he or she has a very serious cause behind it. For this case, the people who have been really pained with this thing of Mambo ni Matatu, most of them are from the opposition side, and I will not want to be so personal, because when I say the opposition, I will just mention few of them, and we know them. Some of the people I was not able to have them because people are many and have their own ideas. And for these major people who have been against these things so much, we have the leader of opposition, that one is Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, and another one we have Martha Karua. In fact, she posted on her Twitter handle whereby she was complaining about the issue of corruption, and she said it was a threat and the government also should cross-examine themselves before fighting corruption. That is according to her, but as the leaders, we expected that these people can just push the agenda of fighting corruption all as one, so that it will eliminate the illness that is affecting Kenya. Another leader who is against this and criticizes it very much is Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. He went ahead even addressing people in speeches. This was a speech that was just had when he was somewhere, and we hereby see that they are explaining this issue of Mambo ni Matatu in another meaning. And according to them, they are right, because everybody has his or her own ideology.
Kenya has suffered immensely because of corruption, wastage, and theft. We cannot continue to entertain corruption, wastage, and theft in whatever name, we cannot continue to entertain. We need to have a break, and the corrupt, those who are used to stealing public resources, those who use politics to protect thieves and the corrupt, there will be no place for those people. And as I have said with clarity, the corrupt, the thieves, the people who steal from the people of Kenya, the people who steal the future of our children, they must leave Kenya, or they will go to jail.
According to the speech that the president gave about the fighting of corruption, he only gave people 3 methods. The first one was to be taken to jail. The first one was to be deported, either being taken out of Kenya forever. Another one was be taken to jail, and the last option was going to heaven. And this, the last option of going to heaven, it is a statement that has just brought a lot of ideas, because so many people have been associating the going to heaven with death, because you cannot go to heaven while you are just alive like this. And we do not believe if you can go to heaven with your physical body. So that is through the death. That is how people are saying it. And this issue of Mambo ni Matatu has really brought a lot of reactions, and we see it is a very serious statement that was issued by the president, because people might take it as a meme or just a joke, but on the other hand, it is having a lot of impact, because when we see Raila Amolo Odinga championing for this thing, he himself and other people, plus other Kenyans, is not the opposition leader alone. Many people have been reacting against this statement. And to just add empathy on this, we see that it has gone a far much reaching effect, whereby today there are some people who have just decided to forward this case. But before that, let us listen how Raila Amolo Odinga was criticizing the issue of Mambo ni Matatu.
Lakini mtu asikuja hapa kuambia kwamba yeye anajua vile anataka kufanyia sisi. Mpaka watu wote washirikiane pamoja. Mtu anakuja alafu anatisha watu. Anasema ati wewe utahama, nitakuweka wewe jela, au wewe utaenda kwa Mungu. Hiyo ni mazungumzo ya aina gani? Sasa Kenya hii imekuwa ni yake. Anakuambia wewe toka. Na wewe umezaliwa hapa Kenya hii, ni nchi yako wewe unajua. Mtu anamwambia wewe hama. Uhama uende wapi? Alafu hama sivyo peleke yeye kwa jela. Yeye ndiye anakushtaki wewe na yeye anafunga wewe. Tena amesema nitakupeleka wewe jela. 3, atakupeleka kwa Mungu. Anakusema atakuua. Hiyo ni utawala aina gani hiyo? Hiyo ni Kenya gani hiyo? Na hiyo vile nasema juzi tumeona vile vijana wetu wapigwa risasi kwa sababu walikuwa wanafanya maandamano. Kwa hivyo tuko katika hali ya hatari katika nchi hii. Tusipojihadhari, Kenya mtapata mahali ambayo mtu anashikwa namna hii, anatoroka na haonekani. Sisi kama utawala ya Papadok kule wa Haiti. Wanawake kama mtu anaweza kutisha na yeye ana nguvu, anamwambia wewe usipohama nitakuweka wewe jela au nitakuua wewe uende kwa Mungu yako. Hiyo ni utawala mzuri hiyo. Hiyo ni utawala mzuri hiyo. Vitisho kama hivyo hatutaki. Vitisho kama hivyo hatutaki. Hiyo ninasema careless talk. Wanatuli. Mwambie rafiki yako asifanye namna hiyo. Shezi sana.
Having listened very keenly to what Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga just said while in Vihiga during the burial of the former chair of Kotu, we see that it is a serious thing and it should not be taken on a light notice, because according to how he has just emphasized it, this issue of Mambo ni Matatu has just brought another story of the day, because today a group of lobby, these are a group of people who have just agreed to represent another people and have influence to the lawmakers or policy makers and other leaders in government, and they have marched forward to the court. They have filed a petition against President William Samoei Ruto. And the petition that has been filed, it is due to the remarks that the president gave out when he was in his campaign to fight corruption, whereby he used the phrase of Mambo ni Matatu. These petitioners include Linda Jami and Fred Ogola, who is the director of this lobby group. They have just filed a very serious petition in court, and the president right now is accused of death threats. That is the first accusation. He is also accused of the remarks that violates the constitution and the constitutional oath that he took during his swearing in when he was going in the office. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if this thing will go far, because according to what these people just filed, it have been backed up by so many people, and on the other hand, we don't know how the court will react to this petition and how the president is going to handle it. Further, these petitioners has given the president tough conditions. The first condition here, they are demanding for unconditional public apology. Just imagine President William Samoei Ruto going again to podium and saying the issue of Mambo ni Matatu, it was just a slip of the tongue, I was not serious. That is what these petitioners want. And the second condition, they want President William Samoei Ruto to retract the statement that he put across. They want him to withdraw it and not to be used anywhere again. That is what they want. And the last condition that these petitioners has just given the president, they have said failure to adhere to number 1 and number 2. These petitioners are going to urge the court to direct the parliament to advance the impeachment of President William Samoei Ruto, because he has violated the constitution of Kenya. Those are the tough conditions that these petitioners have just issued to the president due to the phrase of Mambo ni Matatu on fighting the corruption scandals in Kenya. I don't know what you think about this, but there is a hidden agenda here that is emerging. Ladies and gentlemen, why is it that only the people in opposition have been concerned so much about the issue of Mambo ni Matatu and fighting corruption? Of course, we all know that the country right now is under operation by the EACC, that is Anti-Corruption Commission, is doing a very serious investigation about the corruption cases that are in Kenya today. More so, they are focusing on things to do with the previous regime. Of course, those people who have been in leadership and in office for the past years. Ladies and gentlemen, so far so good. We know that so many people have been caught in these scandals, including governors, senators, and other people, other stakeholders who have been in their offices. As long as you are in office and you are found with any of the problem, then you were called to the DCI headquarters, you explain, taken to court, account for what you did, and if you are found guilty, you should pay, you should be fined, or else serve the sentence that you will be given in jail. And this is not something that is new to us, but everybody knows that right now so many governors are being investigated, including those who are in office and those who were previously in government. Not even governors alone, other leaders are being investigated. And the issue of these top opposition leaders being bitter on the issue of fighting corruption in Kenya, that is where the problem arises. What are they hiding so much that they are criticizing the president from fighting corruption in his own way, because he is the head of the government and he have to tackle it the way it should be. Why are these people so bitter on the issue of Mambo ni Matatu and fighting corruption? These people have gone further, defending the company of Jaswanti Rai and his colleagues who were involved in the scandals. They have went further and have something to do with telling them that they are posing threats to these investors, business people in Kenya, and the president has done a mistake. How can you come to risk a person who is having corruption issues, somebody who owes millions and millions of shillings, that people who have been working in sugar companies have never been paid for so many years? Some even died and they have not been paid. The sugar company collapsed because of these people, because of these cartels. Yet these people from opposition are just paying attention in criticizing the government, but not seeing the far-reaching effect that these cartels had done in the development of the projects in Kenya. Why are they so much concerned? Ladies and gentlemen, so far so good. Rai and his people have gone to the court. They have withdrawn the cases that they had filed against the sugar companies, and so far these cases have been withdrawn. But Rai just wrote to the court a letter saying that he has withdrawn the case because of the threats that he has received from the government, that is President William Samoei Ruto. We don't know if it is a threat, but the statement that was about Mambo ni Matatu, that is what has brought a lot of problem. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a possibility that during the previous regime, Raila Amolo Odinga was in handshake and he was very close to Uhuru Kenyatta. And there is a possibility that in his own office, or things to do, or things that are linked with him might have things to do with corruption, because he does not want anything to be spoken about corruption, and he does not want that phrase of Mambo ni Matatu to be used again, because he feels it is a threat to Kenyans. Then I don't know what is going on, but it seems there is something that is being hidden here. That is according to my analysis, and you can share with me your ideas or your opinions about the issue of Mambo ni Matatu and the step that the opposition leaders have taken to criticize the president on his step to fight corruption in Kenya. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.